Navy SEALs, and he is also going to be talking about, and I'm sure most of us have heard about, what's his first name? Chris Kyle, who was a Navy SEAL, and just the situation and what happened in his life.
On Saturday, February 2nd, 2013, America has lost a true hero. Chris Kyle served in the military for 10 years as a Navy SEAL. While living in Odessa, Texas, he was raised in a Christian home. When he was growing up, he was 8 years old when his dad bought him his first bolt-action rifle, which was a .30-06. After school, he wanted to become a professional Bronco rider, but that career was shortly ended when he broke his arms. Now, after his arms healed, he went to talk to the recruiters, and when he was at the recruiters, he went to the Marines, and he talked to them. And then when he was on his way out, a Navy recruiter called him in and told him about the SEALs. When Chris heard about the SEALs, he signed up right away. However, he wasn't able to join because he saw the pins in his arms. So he went on doing his life after that. And then he got a call a few years down the road from the Navy saying, "Do you still want to be a SEAL?" So Chris went to basic underwater demolition SEAL training and officially became a SEAL in 1999. Now, the Navy SEALs do special operations, but they also serve with regular branches of the military. They are trained to be quick, get in and out. They're trained to get hostages, rescues, whatever needs done. And the training that they go through is a 6-month-long training, and it's set into 3 phases. The first phase is your physical conditioning. They push you to the breaking point, and that's where most of the people who really want to be a SEAL stay. The second phase is diving, and that's where they train you to dive properly and do all that stuff correctly. Now, the third phase is where they teach you the weapons, hand-to-hand combat, and all the essentials for survival and whatever else is needed. Now, Chris served 10 years in the military, and in those 10 years, he served 4 tours in Iraq. He served in Sniper Element Charlie Platoon. Now, he has 255 claimed kills by him, but the Pentagon has only confirmed 160 of them kills, making him the most lethal sniper in U.S. history. Now, with those amount of kills, you can imagine the Taliban didn't like him too well, so they gave him a nickname, the Devil of Ramadan. And then, of course, with that nickname, they also put a price on his head of $20,000. But later, they jumped it up to $80,000. Now, his first shot was at a lady walking towards a group of Marines with a hand grenade. And his longest shot was 2,100 yards at a Taliban member with a rocket-propelled grenade near a U.S. Army convoy. Now, after the SEALs, when he left in 2009, he left to go be with his family and his kids. And he created Craft International. Craft International is a program which helps law enforcement or military members learn certain techniques on how to do certain things that they're needing to do. But while he was also creating Craft International, he decided that he would help men who are coming back from war with post-traumatic stress disorder. And while all this else was going on, he decided to write an autobiography of himself on his life and his military time. It is truly an incredible book. Now, a guy named Eddie Roth shot and killed Chris Kyle and Chris's friend, Chad Littlefield, on February 2nd, 2013. He shot them at Roth Creek Lodge shooting range in Roth County, Texas. Eddie was a 25-year-old Marine with post-traumatic stress syndrome or disorder. And they caught Eddie later that night at 9 o'clock in Lancaster, Texas. And the reason they caught him was that he crashed Chris's truck into a police cruiser. Now, later on, the cops found out that Eddie called his sister and said, "I sold my soul for a new truck." What he meant by that was he killed Chris for Chris's truck. A memorial was held for Chris at Cowboy Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Chris Kyle was truly a brave and heroic man. Chris's bravery and concern for others has had a profound influence on my life. I'd like to join the Navy SEALs. His example encouraged me to be the best person I can be. His memory will live on in many young men who follow his inspiration.